Good afternoon, everyone. Today is the 30th of November, Saturday. Mark's been reading through the book of Mark. Today he's ready for the 8th chapter of Mark. Again, this is the account of Christ feeding the 4,000 people with a few loaves and bread, fishes, and they took up 7 baskets that were left over, and he entered into a ship, and the Pharisees were seeking after a sign, and he says, why does this generation seek after a sign? And then he entered the ship again and departed on the other side, and the disciples had forgotten to take bread, and he said, take heed, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees. And anyway, he told them that he had fed these people before. Anyway, then they brought him a blind man, and he put his hands upon him, and he healed him from his blindness. And then he asked him, who men say that I am? And they said, some say John the Baptist, others Elias, and others say one of the prophets. He said, whom say you that I am? And Peter said, thou art the Christ. And he began to teach them many things, and he said that he was going to be rejected of the elders, and be killed. And Peter said, rebuked him, and he said, get thee behind me, Satan. And then he said, whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel, the same shall save it. So anyway, I'm going to turn this over to Mark and have him read it. I hope you have a good afternoon.
Mark chapter 8. In those days, the multitude being very great, having nothing to eat, Jesus called the disciples unto him and said unto them, I have compassion on the multitude, because they have now been with me 3 days, have nothing to eat, and if I send them away fast to their own houses, they will faint by the way, for divers of them came from far. Disciples answered him, from whence can a man satisfy these men with bread here in the wilderness? He asked them, how many loaves have ye? And they said, 7. Commanded the people to sit down on the ground, and he took the 7 loaves, and gave thanks and brake, and gave his disciples before them. They did set them before the people, and they had small fishes, and he blessed, commanded to set them also before them. So they did eat or fill, and they took up of the broken meat that was left 7 baskets. They that had eaten were about 4,000. He sent them away. Straightway he entered his ship with his disciples, came into the parts of Damascus, and the Pharisees set forth, began to question with him, seeking of him a sign for heaven, tempting him. He sighed deeply in his spirit, and saith, why doth this generation seek after a sign? Verily I say unto you, there shall no sign be given in this generation. He left them, entered into the ship again, departed to the other side. Now the disciples had forgotten to take bread, neither had they in the ship with them more than 1 loaf. And charged them, saying, take heed, beware of the leaven of the Pharisees, the leaven of Herod. Reasoned among themselves, saying, it's because we have no bread. And Jesus knew it. He saith unto him, why reason ye? Because ye have no him, you perceive you not. You don't understand. Have you your heart yet not hardened? Having eyes, see ye not? Having ears, hear ye not? And do ye not remember his commandments when I break the 5 loaves among 5,000 of these? How many baskets full of fragments took ye up? They say unto him, 12. And when the 12, 7 among 4,000, how many baskets full of fragments took him? And they said 12. And he said unto them, how is it that you do not understand? He cometh to Bethsaida, and they bring him a blind man unto him, and besought him to touch him. And he took the blind man by the hand and led him out of the town. And when he had spit on his eyes and put his hands upon him, he asked him if he saw aught. He looked up and said, I see men as trees walking. He put his hands again upon his eyes and made him look up, and he was restored and saw every man clearly. And sent away to his house, saying, neither go into the town or tell it to any in the town. He just went out, and his disciples in the town to Caesarea Philippi. By the way, he asked his disciples, saying to them, whom do men say that I am? They answered, John the Baptist, but some say Elias, others one of the prophets. And he saith unto them, but whom say ye that I am? And Peter answered and said unto him, thou art the Christ, the Son of the Most High God. And he charged them they should tell no man. And began to teach them, the priest and the Son of Man must suffer many things, be rejected of the elders and the chief priests and scribes, and be killed, and after 3 days rise again. He spake that saying openly, and Peter took him and began to rebuke him. But when he had turned about and looked on his disciples, he rebuked Peter, saying, get thee behind me, Satan, for thou savourest not the things that be of God, but the things that be of men. When he had called the people unto him with his disciples also, he said unto them, whosoever will come after me, let him deny himself, take up his cross, and follow me. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and the gospel, the same shall save it. For what man shall profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and save his own soul? What shall a man give in exchange for pennies? If whoever therefore shall be exchanged of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with his Father and the holy angels. Thank you.
Thank you.